Do you know in India there is only one doctor for every 1500 patients? Do you know in India every medical PG and a resident is working for more than 100 hours per week when we all are sitting in our home safe and comfy? Do you know it takes more than 10 years to complete MBBS, MD or MS and super specialization and finally become a doctor? Do you know more than 600 doctors have died and sacrificed their life, and that too in second wave alone? And all of this for what? To get assaulted. Nowadays it's become a trend, like after completing MBBS, getting assaulted in the workplace is an added bonus. I know all of you are too busy following famous Instagram trends or reels, appreciating how handsome or beautiful actor or actress are. Today I will be taking up not so important topic, so if you are too busy for this, I can really understand you. So go ahead with your busy life and don't waste your time here. Assault on doctors. This is not something new. June 2019, two junior doctors who are working in NRS Medical College and Hospital, Kolkata, got assaulted by a mob of 200 people. November 1st, this happened in my own college. A female PG who was working on the day of holiday in Minto Eye Hospital got abused by social workers. This is a video of a mob chasing away doctors who went for health checkup. You know why? Because they were doctors. Now, when we are facing our worst time possible in this pandemic, when the doctors are working limitlessly to protect us from COVID, you know what they're getting in return: assault, abuses, and violence instead of peace and love. Recently, a female PG who was working on COVID duty in WIMS Ballari, Karnataka got assaulted. A doctor from Assam got brutally assaulted by a mob. And another doctor from Karnataka got assaulted when returning to home from work. Okay, before you go ahead and start judging, let's find out who is a doctor. According to Google, a doctor is a person who is qualified to treat the ill. As we all know, we believe in Google results more than a doctor diagnosis, right? So here it is. Does it anyway says the doctors are God? One, they cannot bring back the dead, and two, they cannot save the person after a certain point. But the doctors are trying their best to revive the patient and to make sure that the patient returns home safely. Okay, why am I sharing all of this with you? Every time a doctor gets assaulted, only medical fraternity will raise their voice. They stand for themselves alone without the support of TRP media or the government, who has successfully failed in improvement of healthcare system, or most importantly, our non-medico friends and relatives. Why does it matter to you? You may be thinking that it is none of your business what is happening to the doctors, that it doesn't concern if a doctor get assaulted or not. But that's not true. Just like every action, there will be an reaction. Don't you ever think that there won't be any consequences for these assaults? So, am I threatening you? No. I'm just giving you all a heads up. Every time a doctor gets assaulted, hundreds of doctors step back from taking the risk to save the patient. According to a survey conducted by Indian Medical Association IMA, it revealed that over 80% of the doctors are stressed in their profession, and around 63% of the doctors who involved in the survey were unable to treat the patient without having the fear of violence. When your loved ones end up in the hospital, which I really hope not, but in case they end up in hospital and the doctors take the step back from giving their best because of the risk associated with it. In every case, in each and every procedure, there will be minimum associated risk, and sometimes that risk may be death. But when your loved ones end up in the hospital and the doctors take a step back from taking those risks because of fear of getting assaulted. It will be you who will be paying the consequences in the end. Every time a doctor gets assaulted, the spark in those doctors or spark in the medical fraternity, the compassion to treat the people and to help the society starts losing. Imagine yourself being in the position where you have given everything in your hands and gave your best, but in the end you get assaulted. Will you be okay with that? If you're thinking that you don't have anything to do with the violence against doctors and all these assaults happening, that's where you are wrong. Every time you choose to keep your mouth shut, every time you choose to remain silent and not stand up for the medical fraternity, you are indirectly supporting these assaulters. What's the difference between you and these assaulters? Every time you choose not to open up, every time you choose to remain silent, it's a win for them. It just motivates them to assault the doctors in the future. Now is your time to raise your voice and stand up for medical fraternity. I'm not asking you because they are doctors or they are saving thousands of lives every day. I'm asking you because they are also human beings and I believe they also have each and every right like everyone else. Remember, we all stood up for George Floyd and turned it into Black Lives Matter movement. Don't you think doctor lives matter too? I'm finding it difficult to get this mentality. All I'm asking is why you are not taking stand with the doctors. Why are you supporting these assaulters? Why are you remaining silent against these assaults? Don't you think doctors deserve to live peacefully without the fear of violence? Or is it not cruel enough for your support? Why every one of you is hesitating to show your support for medical fraternity? Do you know it's been 2 years since I joined medical college, and you know what I feel after seeing all these assaults? Even though I'm trying to ignore the fact that I'm questioning my decision of joining medical college and to be a doctor, deep down I know that there's a voice asking, is it really worth it? I believe most of the medical students and doctors feels the same way. I didn't make this video to discourage all the future NEET aspirants and the future doctors who are yet to come. I made this video to make you all aware of harsh reality of being a doctor. I think it is better if you guys come well equipped before entering medical college. Jokes apart, I know that in spite of being aware of all these assaults against doctors, I know most of you guys who are preparing for NEET, who are aiming for becoming doctors, still pursue it. You know why we all do that? Because we still believe that there is humanity left in this world and we can change this world and make this world a better place. I don't know if I'm being delusional here or it will be a dream come true in the future. Hopefully, this violence against doctors will be stopped once and for all in the future, and hope you guys has realized the problem that the doctors are facing and the problem with everyone who is not supporting. Hope this video has made at least a bit sense to you all and helped you to make aware of situation in medical fraternity. Thank you. Have a great day.